Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over a few key factors in regards to why you shouldn't lie to your recruitment agent. Might seem very obvious, but you'd be surprised the amount of people that say one thing to their agent and then when they go on to an interview they say another thing to the employer. But I'm just going to break down a few key points. So one of the biggest things is trust at the end of the day. If you're trusting a recruitment agent to represent you in the right way, you want to be completely honest and transparent with them, because if you're not, and if you say one thing to the agent and then you say one thing in an interview when you're going for a job with a potential employer, then it's only going to come back to bite you in the arse, unfortunately. As a for instance, the main thing, say, is basic salary. Say you've told your recruitment agent that you want to look for a basic salary of 50k, but when you go to a job interview, you then tell that employer that you're looking for 60k. There's a big disparity there, and as you can appreciate, when that employer speaks to the recruitment agent that's representing you and saying, you told me the candidate was looking for 50k, yet in the interview they've told me they was looking for 60k, can you explain this? The recruitment agent's obviously going to back themselves and say, well, the candidate told me that they was looking for 50k. So if then the employer says, well, they've told me 60k in the interview, that's only going to come back to look bad on yourself. So that's one of the main things that I see candidates do a lot in the industry. So on that note, just be, the main thing, if anything, just be 100% honest and transparent with your recruitment agent on what you're looking for as a basic salary. Because if you say one thing to your recruitment agent and then another thing to the employer, it's only going to make you look dishonest, which then from an employer's perspective, if you're sort of dishonest about the salary that you're looking for from the outset, then that's really not going to look good and bode well for you going forward. A couple of other things that you shouldn't lie about would be, I'd say, employment dates on your CV. So don't twist, don't manipulate the employment dates on your CV. If there's slightly shorter stints on your CV, then rather than change them to make them look longer, just be completely honest and black and white as to why that might have been a short employment stint, or whatever the reasons might be around that. Another one might be notice period. Say if you're on 2 or 3 months notice, but you're looking to move on as soon as possible, and you tell the employer that you're on 1 month's notice, but you've told perhaps the agent that you're on 2 or 3 months notice, then if that goes well and the company offers you and you say yes to the job, but then they say, why can't you start on a month's notice, then it's going to be something that sort of bites you on the arse later down the line. But another thing could be references, for instance. If you lie on your CV or you lie when speaking to the agent about the references that you can potentially provide, then again, when that employer comes to take references on yourself, again, it's going to be another thing to bite you in the arse, so just be careful of that. I suppose the final point, so another thing would be to make sure that you're completely honest about, would be in terms of what you're capable of. So, if for instance you tell the agent that you're operating at a senior level in your job function, when you're really, say, an intermediate or a junior, and then you get offered a senior level position from the employer, but then when you actually start that job, you're overwhelmed because you've sold yourself too high, you've oversold yourself, you've told the employer things you're capable of which you're actually not, then again, you can see how that's going to bite you on the arse later down the line, where you're expected XYZ level duties and you're only capable of ABC, and therefore the employer, they're going to start to get annoyed because you're not capable of doing what you set out in the interview, and again, it's only going to bode poorly for later down the line. So I hope that's given you some basics on why it's important, vitally important, to be 100% transparent with your recruitment agent, because they are an extension of you at the end of the day into the market. So you want to be 100% transparent and honest with them so that they can represent you to the best of their ability and represent you to the best level with their clients that they deal with. But it's a small world as well. You never know when paths might cross in the future, whether it be with the agent or with another employer later down the line. So if you've been dishonest with that agent or you've been dishonest with that potential employer, if you are in a very small or niche industry, but other than that, if you pride yourself yourself and what you do and respect yourself, then it's better to be completely honest. Otherwise, you might burn bridges for later down the line. But authenticity, being honest, being transparent leads to the right fit at the end of the day. So if you're authentic, if you're transparent and honest with the agent that's representing you, then ultimately that agent is going to be able to find you the best opportunity. Whereas if you're dishonest about certain things with your agent, then the agent's not going to be able to represent you to the best of his ability and in the best form of yourself as well. So I hope that's helped. Any other questions, or if I've left anything blatantly obvious out that you think is also important, drop it in the comments. As usual, mention in the comments if there's another video that you'd like, if there's another topic that you'd like to see a video done on. But for now, I appreciate your time watching this. Drop us a like, drop us a subscribe if you can, and hope to see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.